Hi folks, and welcome to Thursday Night Football. You can see that beautiful sunset over North Austin and the St. Michael's campus as the two teams get ready to take the field. We've got a match between the St. Michael's Crusaders and the San Antonio Southside Cardinals tonight. Both teams are 1-1, and both teams won their first match by a significant number. St. Mike's winning 65-8 against Savio, and Southside winning 62-14 against Lopez. Very close numbers and very giant gaps in between both teams' scores. And then both teams have lost their second game. St. Michael's lost 34-24 against Davenport on the 3rd of September. Kruver threw for only 135 yards and 1 touchdown. Pantoja, 8 carries, 88 yards, and that long touchdown in the beginning. And Joe Moreland, who had a very active game, but only came down with 4 receptions and 53 yards. And Southside lost their second game of the year, 10-6, a very low-scoring game at Somerset on the 3rd of September as well. So as we get ready to go here, here's the starting lineup for St. Michael's. At quarterback, number 3, Carson Kruver, and starting running back, number 20, a junior, Mark Pantoja. The Z receiver is Joseph Moreland, Y receiver Xander Romero, A receiver Drew Tufto, or tight end, and X receiver is senior Jack Esparza. He's been a leader on this team for a while. Ja Griffin is starting at right tackle, and his brother Nimi Griffin is starting at left guard. At right guard, Christian Villarreal, at center Matthew Gilby, and at left tackle, Mason Smith. On defense, the free safeties Tad Brasher and Drew Tufto. The corners are Jack Esparza and Joseph Moreland. Joe plays both sides of the ball. The linebackers here are Kalen Jaroszewski, Mason Smith, Lincoln Obermeyer, and Marcus Vondrak. And the defensive line is Matthew Gilby, Ja Griffin, and Christian Villarreal. So, we've got an exciting game for y'all tonight. I am very excited to present this here on my YouTube channel and the live stream. We are 2 minutes in. Today it is September 10th, one day before we honor 9/11. And it looks like the Cardinals are going to kick off first here. Back to return, as you can hear RPA tell you. It'll be Malachi Smith, a junior, Xander Romero, a junior, and Lincoln Obermeyer, a senior. Those numbers are number 33 for Obermeyer, 1 for Romero, and Smith is 5, so you can keep track of them. We'll see if this kick gets back there. It doesn't always in high school. So looking forward to a great game for the Crusaders. Oh, and we've already got a flag on the field, folks. Was about to get ready to call this to start. We've got a flag on the opening kickoff. Looks like they're signaling false start. Never seen this before, but it is high school football, regardless of if it's varsity or not, and they will have to back this one up. Looks like the Crusaders will get better field position starting out here. So the Crusaders, of course, 1-1, looking to play a little better than last week. Of course, get the win this time out. They did not play all that terribly, but never really got much going, even though they got 24 points on the board. The passing game never really got going. We saw a couple injuries there, scary injuries. Looked like everybody ended up being okay. And now we are ready to kick off if there's not another flag, and away we go. There's the kick. It's going to land at about the 20. Taken out here by number 20. Okay, so that was Pantoja, the starting running back to receive. We had a mix-up on the lineup there. But the Crusaders take it out, and they'll have fielding, good starting field position around the 30-yard line. Not a long return, but still great starting field position. They're going to have to work 70 yards down the field. And lining up all alone in the backfield is Kruver, looking to have a good game, pass more than 135 yards this time around. And Pantoja, the fake, Kruver across the middle. He's got his man. And that's a great start. They love to see that there. And the whistle has not been blown. I don't think he was ever down. And now Romero tackled. He gets us out across midfield to about the 36-yard line. And that's a Good start. Head coach Jeff Dykes will be very happy to see that. The passing game already on display here, and it looked like Romero got wrapped up and dropped the ball, but whistles were never blown, and he kept going all the way out there. Kruger, fake handoff. He's got his man, it's Moreland. Moreland puts the move, and he is gone! 2 plays, and a Crusader touchdown! Already on the board is the Crusaders, and a nice start there for their team. 2 pass plays, 1 touchdown. They went to Romero first with the big gain all the way to the 37, and then 1 more play with the seam route or the post route there by Joe Moreland. He had a good game last time, but never got into the end zone. This time he does on the 2nd play of the game, and now kicker Sammy Stone out. Trying to make this a 7-0 game. And a beautiful kick there. You don't always see kicking like that in high school, but he made it look easy there. 2 plays on the drive. They went about 70 yards in 2 plays. And the Crusaders are up 7-0 to start this game. How will the Cardinals answer back? We'll see. And that was just a great job there by Kruger and his receivers. He made it look easy, like we just said about the kick. He showed confidence there, set his hips, set his feet, and just fired 2 bullets to his top 2 receivers on this team. Right there on those 2 plays, we saw some great yards after catch by both receivers. The passes were fairly short, but then they just booked it to get those extra yards. Of course, Romero fumbled the ball after the Cardinals defense thought he was tackled. He was not, and he kept going. And then right next after that play, he fired it to Moreland, who took it in for the score. So kicker Sammy Stone after that great extra point. Back to kick here. And the Cardinals will see if they can respond. It looks like David Tovar back in the middle. Oh, and it's an onside kick. I looked away to check my sheets for a minute, but that was not effective. That one goes right back to the Cardinals at about the 46-yard line, but I have to feel like that is not too big of a deal for them. You know, with high school football, you don't see, I mean, we just saw it in the previous drive, but you don't see teams drive 70 yards down the field. It's usually either they take it down quickly or they go 3 and out or maybe get 1 first down and have to punt it away. You know, field goal kickers can't kick super far in this league, so I feel like that was a good call by head coach Jeff Dykes. Now the senior quarterback, Richard Torres, is most definitely a leader, 6'6", and they've talked about his arm strength. Now the handoff and the jet sweep, and wrapped up immediately there by number 16, Marcus Vondrak, backup quarterback. Here he's playing the Sam hybrid linebacker. A nice play to stop there. Those jet sweeps can be tricky sometimes. You get the receiver coming out of order, can confuse the cornerbacks, but the middle linebackers did a good job to shut that one down. Here's Torres, steps back, looks to his right. He's got his man, but he drops it. Wide open there was number 11, David Tovar, but might have felt the pressure there from the cornerback. Hit his hands and dropped it. Still early in the game, still a little bit of nerves for all the players. They've got to perform here, and they know the pressure's on them. Now, just like that, it's about 3rd and 9. The Cardinals already going on more plays than the St. Michael's Crusaders tonight. Weird snap here. As Torres rolls back across the field. Oh my goodness. Almost picked off by Tad Brasher, senior, number 7. He's got that lanky figure. Almost got up there and got that, but nonetheless, still knocks it down. Makes a good play. No harm, no foul. Now it looks like the Cardinals will come out to punt here. Often you'll see the high school teams go for it, but here on 4th and 9, close to midfield, I don't think we'll see anything like that. Moreno the punt. This is a nice punt here. Romero calls the fair catch. And a little bit worse field position for the Crusaders starting out on the second drive at the 12-yard line. But we did just see them go 70 yards in 2 plays, so I'm very excited to see what happens this drive. Who knows what's going to happen? So Jeff Dykes really just going heavy on the pass plays. Last week, you don't see it much from high school teams. They usually run the ball, just try to get that yardage, don't trust their quarterback. But he did he went pass heavy last time, and as Pantoja is in motion to the other side of Cruver steps back, looks to his right, and he might have gotten hit. Yes, he did. Got hit as he threw. This one just drops to the ground on the 20-yard line. So as I was saying, Dykes is a very pass-heavy coach. Trusts his quarterback who came from Westlake last year to St. Michael's. And he just trusts his quarterback to throw. And last drive, they showed that they can throw. Last week against Davenport, they did pass a lot, and they made the connections. They just never really got the yardage. And last drive, you really saw the yardage there. 2 plays, 70 yards. Romero in motion. Here's the fake handoff. He's got Romero on the screen pass. Romero makes a move, makes another man miss, and that'll get out to about the 21-yard line. They'll have about 2 to get the first down here. Romero, he's got that small, quick frame. He is very fast. Maybe not the best for catching passes over people, but in the slot, he can do great things and really get underneath the defenders and make a man miss. Oh, and someone's jumped there. They throw the flags. Here's a free play. Pantoja going to get the first down, I think. Will they decline the penalty, though, is the question. I think that was number 30 there. Let's see, checking my roster. It does not appear on my roster that there is anyone who is number 30. Yeah, maybe, okay, so no 30, but number 30 was the one who jumped there. Tried to rush the snap, and that'll be a penalty, but looks like they just stuck with the field position, or the penalty gave them a few yards anyway. So here's Cruver rolling out to his right. Moreland stopped. He's going to air this out deep. Is there anyone home? He was looking for Romero there on the go route, but just a little bit out of range. And you see Cruver's arm. That guy, he is a big guy. You see a lot of really lanky kids at this age. He is not lanky. He's not skinny. He is just big. He is a big guy, just like Moreland, 11 there. And the Crusaders have some of those guys out there. But you see his arm there. He aired that out almost, I think, to the 40-yard line. Almost had him, but it was into double coverage. Romero just couldn't get free. Cruver steps back out to his right again. They practice this in practice. Moreland on the out route, and he's got the catch. Good hands there by Moreland. And now the Crusaders not rolling as much as the last drive, but still just playing solid football here. Methodically marching down the field as they get the first down. As you hear the Madden 18 announcer say, there is always a place for methodically marching the ball down the field. You don't have to have the big plays. So from the right hash mark, 14, Jake Montana is creeping. He's a junior as he falls back. Cruver gonna take off and scramble with this. And he gets taken down almost immediately after getting a few yards. He had negative yards last time out on his rushing, so not necessarily a scrambling quarterback. He doesn't need to with that big arm of his, but he can do it when he needs to, get out of trouble. Now into the game is number 5, Malachi Smith. He's a junior. So close to midfield is the Crusaders, but a second down and long here. Here comes Pantoja in motion again to the left side of Cruver. And it'll be a, oh, I thought it was a fake, but that was a nice handoff. Nice fake by Cruver. Pantoja gets another few yards. Excuse me if I'm not saying his name correctly. I think it's pronounced Pantoja, but it could be Pantoja. I know about Jose as a name, and I don't want to say Jose, so I'm going to go ahead and say Mark Pantoja instead of Pantoja. I feel like it would be okay if I mistook Pantoja, but if I say Pantoja, I might be a little made fun of for that. So now Kruger alone in the backfield. Not for long though. Pantoja in motion. And in the delayed draw for Pantoja. He's got a first down and more. And Crusaders are rolling now across midfield. Down to the 44-yard line. And it looks like the Cardinals are not putting a stop to their offense right now. They're going to need to make some adjustments for sure. Kruger alone in the backfield, but not for long again. He's going to motion Pantoja, and it looks like they're running the same game plan here, and it is working. Throw to the right. He's got Malachi Smith. Smith spins through a tackle and taken down. And the Crusaders are just rolling now, really moving the ball downfield and showing some good plays. That empty backfield and then motioning in the running back seems to be working right now, messing with the Cardinals' minds. They don't know how to put a stop to it right now. Now no running backs on the field. 5 out wide. I don't think they'll motion this time. Yep, it's going to be empty backfield. Kruger looking downfield. He's going to air it out. He's got Smith and just over his head again. That would have been a touchdown. Crusaders and very exciting play. Can't quite get him there. As I turn my camera to get the whole field, you can see both brothers, junior and freshman, Ja Griffin and Nene Griffin, are out on the sideline right now. They're a big part of the Crusaders' offensive line. I'm trying to get him to jump there, and then he does jump. That'll be number 59, Elias Anderson, a junior. False starting there. It looked like a great fake there, almost like the Cardinals flinched, but then it ended up being a Crusader who flinched, and it'll be third and long, or at least longer than before now. So Kruger off to a great start. I do not have his live stats right now, but he's got easily over 50 yards. Actually, well, over 70, maybe up to 100 by now. He's just been hitting the passes. The runs have been okay for getting down the field, moving it a little bit, but the passes have been really going well together in this early part. There is 6:35 left in the first quarter, and I'm going to see, as we take a timeout, I'm going to see if I can pull up these stats right now. If you would like to email me, if you have any questions, comments, would like to be featured on the live stream, just go ahead and email to joshthar05@gmail.com. I will feature you, tell your comment, answer questions, anything you want. I would love to have people on here talking to me. It is lonely up in this press booth. I'm in a tiny room here with a ladder that goes up to the roof. I'd like to climb up there, but I'm not going to, because I like it right here. So pulling up these stats now, I doubt someone on Max Preps is editing them right now, right this moment, but you never know. There are some devoted parents out there. I, as a parent, would not do that. I would watch the game. Yes, there's no live stats. I apologize. We'll have to use our imagination on what Kruger's passing yards are. Hopefully over 135. So third and long here, or third and 6. Trying to get him to jump. Nobody jumps that side. Kruger, the right-hander, rolls out left and throws this one away. He got wrapped up as he threw. Might have ran up a little close to the line of scrimmage there, and the defender just wraps him as he throws. So I know as a fact, even though Sammy Stone, the kicker, has a great leg. I know for a fact he cannot kick a, what would that be, 57-yarder or something like that. But it looks like the Crusaders are going to stay on here. Nothing wrong with giving up this field position, but of course they'd love to have the first down here. Carson, the fake handoff across the middle. This looks like a design play, and this is incomplete here. So I don't know what happened there. Kruger had a little bit of a miscue with that throw there, unfortunately. And you almost feel like the interception would have been better for the team there, as the turnover would have been back at the 30 instead of at the 40. But Kruger will be happy he does not have the interception on his stats. That ball might have been deflected. Looked like it had some weird spin. Really thought I saw the design play there, the fake handoff and then quick throw, trying to catch the man on the in route, or the crossing route in front of the defenders, but doesn't get it, and now still 7-0. Cardinals have a chance to answer and tie this game here. Fake handoff here, and the quarterback's going to take it himself and wrapped up in the backfield. That is Jaw Griffin himself making a great play there. Going to take him down in the backfield. That'll be a loss, as our PA man says up there. Torres fake handed off there and then tried to take it himself on the option. Read option. And immediately wrapped up by Jaw Griffin, who's up there. Middle guard there. And here's another fake handoff, dropping way back in the throat. Looks like a screen. And the tackle, and that won't do much damage there as he gets wrapped up by number 7, Tad Brasher, and number 22, that is Utah Anderson, a freshman. Freshman on this varsity team. That is quite an honor to make that. So Cardinals, just out to this point, have not put anything together at all. I don't think they even have a first down yet. So looking to change that up is the Cardinals. And rolling back again, dropping significant yards, but oh, another throw and another drop. That one was Montoya. Drops, I think, his second drop there. Wait, actually no, that's the tight end there, so no. He's a junior, and he had the first down there, so that'll be disappointing for the Cardinals. So they'll have to punt again. Another 3 and out for them. Back to punt, Michael Nunez, also a running back. Romero back to receive. We'll see if, oh, a low snap here. Still gets it off, and this is a nice punt. That'll go about 50 yards. Romero trying to return it, puts a juke on the man, and he's going too far to the sidelines. Doesn't get much out of that, but 4 yards. Oops, I have forgotten to turn my camera. I apologize. Running a one-man job up here. Once again, if you'd like to email in, email to joshstar05@gmail.com. I will answer your questions. I've been a student here at St. Michael's for 2 years now. Know a lot about the players, the people, the families, the parents. So if you'd like to email in, just go to that address and I will answer your emails on the show. So Crusaders looking to get this lead out to a 2-score game. I know for a fact Coach Dykes would be happy with that start. And I talked to earlier players today, and they mentioned that they thought this game would be a blowout for the Cardinals. Like the Cardinals with a giant win. And knock on wood, I don't want to have one of those broadcasting jinxes that I always curse on my team, but looks like they're doing pretty good so far. I'm going to knock on wood again. This table back here is wood. Got to get some extra points here if they want to have a stress-free lead as Pantoja switches sides once again to the left, and he's going to jump there. That's going to be number 50, Cody Wilkerson, senior. And that'll give St. Michael's 5 more yards on first down.
Bring up first and 5.
You know, besides a long touchdown, nothing better than starting first and 5. That just takes all the pressure off the team. 10 yards is not easy to go, but when you got that first down on your first play of the drive, or first play of the down, and 5 yards to go, that feels great. As Carson throws it out, he's got his man on the outside. These out routes are really working. Just the St. Michael's receivers getting underneath the Cardinals defense. That was number 4, Jack Esparza. Once again, a leader on this team. He's been a headline player for this team for a while. He went down with an injury last game, but turns out he's okay, which is great to see for St. Michael's fans. Pantoja this time on the right side of Kruger. Kruger claps and takes a snap, and he's going to throw this right out to Pantoja. A bit of an ugly play there, and the ball pops out! And a good play to fall on that one. Number 59, Elias Anderson. He had the false start earlier, but this time he gets the ball back. That play just looked bad from the start. The switch sides, that was abnormal for the team so far this game. Pantoja had usually been on the left side, but this time he goes out and Kruger just flips his hips immediately and hits him with kind of a bullet pass on the screen pass. It was a little drop-down route by Pantoja, but didn't really give him enough space to run, and resulting fumble, but luckily St. Michael's falls on it. Now second down. This is a fake, and he just throws it, and are they going to call it a pick? What do they call this one? Man, he just fired that straight to the defender. And they'll call it an incomplete pass. Nice job by number 30. Who was that? Number 30, let me check here. Sammy Stone, the kicker as well. Just a bad pass by Kruger, and Sammy Stone rips it away from the defender. Results in an incomplete pass. So a little bit of offensive defense there. Really does a good job. Kruger, the delayed handoff to Malachi Smith, wrapped up immediately, and now the Crusaders are faulting. Won't say anything bad because it's just the third drive. Already been rolling all game, but you can see a little bit of frustration from the players on the sideline, the coaches. Just some ugly plays there. Maybe some less practice area. Of course, they started out with the hot, very quick play and routes and just marching down the field, and maybe the Cardinals have adjusted to that because it looks like head coach Jeff Dykes has switched up the approach a little bit. So Sammy Stone with that nice defensive play on offense, back to punt. He does it all for the kicking team. And this ball is going to bounce, and bounces a little forward, but they fall on it about the 19. So Cardinals have not shown anything, gone 3 and out both times. So starting from the 19 is not going to help them out, but a little bit different than the first 2 drives for them. San Antonio Southside Cardinals are 1-1 this year. Had a decisive victory, just like St. Michael's, on August 26th, where they won 62-14, but lost in an opposite side low-scoring game to Somerset 10-6 on the 3rd of September. Now here, trying to tie it up, still a 7-0 game with 2:46 left, and the quick pass and just another drop for the Cardinals. Receivers have butterfingers tonight. My goodness. You have to wonder the nerves that get on some of these people. They have definitely practiced these passes. I know that for a fact. They are a high-level football team, but they are just not catching the passes this evening. Always nervous, as we've talked about. So Torres with one man in the backfield, stamp his foot and hand it off here. This run goes nowhere. He'll get forward progress on that, but swallowed up by the defensive line there. Tough to see numbers from up here, but that is the running back out there. Nunez, Michael Nunez, number 2, a senior. So far in this game, what we've seen from the Crusaders, really solid offense and really solid defense. Now, the offense faltered last drive, but that's no big deal. No problem. But really, just nothing going for the Cardinals. The defense has been great. As a low snap and a fumble here. And he's going to air it out. If they don't come away with a good play here, that would be bad. And they do. Tad Brasher with another deflection. Bows his head. He wanted the interception there, fortunately. But some bad offense by the Cardinals. And fortunately, the Crusaders come away with no damage there, as the offensive line or defensive line did not really get to the quarterback there on that fumbled ball. Usually you'll see them charge as hard as they can. The defensive line's eyes will light up when a bad snap is like that. Any chance to jump on the quarterback or jump on that ball. And another bad snap here. High, the punter once again takes advantage of it. Romero to return. This one's going to bounce and have some backspin. And Crusaders will set up shop here at the 50-yard line. So we've seen them go 70 yards. We've seen them go 80 yards with no touchdown. And now they'll have to go 50 yards. So relatively simple task for the Crusaders from what it seems, but last drive did not go well for them. I'm trying to fix a little bit of brightness on my screen here. One moment. Oh, my Apple settings turned the brightness way down for some reason. So still 7-0 here. Highlights Joseph Moreland with a 40-yard touchdown pass from Carson Cruver in the first drive, second play of the game. Now Cruver looking to his left. No one's open, but now he goes for the out route. Got a man deep, and he brings it down! There's the connection with Jack Esparza. They've tried that a few times tonight, the deep passes, but now, this time they got a senior on it. And just an all-around great play there by Jack Esparza. He does a little bit of improv there. Had the short in route, or curl route, and just turns around, takes it deep, uses his speed, and goes up over 2 defenders to make the catch. And now, Crusaders in the red zone on one play, and it'll be first down. Pantoja on Cruver's right. Cruver rolling out to his right once again. Looks, dodges a tackler, and that's got to be pass interference. No call there. He was looking for Moreland in the end zone. Good dodge there by Cruver. And as good of a route as it was by Jack Esparza, we can't undermine the throw there. Cruver put it right on the money, up above the defenders' heads. That was a nice throw there. So time is running down, but these games move very slow, as you know, in high school. Still a minute and 9 seconds left in this first quarter. Crusaders still 2nd and 10 from their own 13-yard line. Or I'm sorry, from the Cardinals' 13-yard line. And the handoff. Oh, and the double reverse. They've got Malachi Smith. He's got some speed, and oh, and he fumbles. Wrapped up. They've got to call him down there. Really looked like he was down with the shoestring tackle. And we'll keep it here. A little bit of trickery there. Smith just wrapped up, though. Couldn't get around his defender. He's quick, but barely got tackled anyway. Tongue twister. The shoestring tackle there. But would have been a nice gain if he had just gotten around that one defender. So 3rd down here. They might need to bring out the kicker, Sammy Stone, if they don't get it here. He's warming up in the net. Cruver looking to his right. Got a man, and he dropped it. Joe Moreland, a big target, very good receiver, but sometimes struggles with his hands. Beating himself up there. So, great field position and a great starting play for the Crusaders, but they can't get anything done. They'll have to settle for 3 here. If Sammy Stone can knock it through. His extra point was a great kick. That had tons of distance here. This one longer, and by all means much more difficult, but we'll see if he's got enough leg to get it there and also the accuracy. This will make it a 2-possession game. Stone, he's got the power, and he's got the distance and the accuracy. What a kick. And he has greatly improved from last year. A nice 25-yarder, or yes, 25-yarder for Sammy Stone. Makes it look easy like he did again. Showing off that soccer leg. And it'll be a 2-possession game, or 2-score game for the Crusaders in the lead. Going into the second quarter. 18 seconds left now. So from the Crusaders, we've seen a little bit of everything here. We've seen methodically moving the ball downfield. We've seen throwing short passes for small gains and getting down, but mostly the big plays have been creating big results for them. Joe Moreland with the touchdown, 40-yarder on the second play. Short pass, but he ran it out, and then the big throw and the nice catch by senior Jack Esparza to get him into the red zone, but no touchdown coming on that drive, only a field goal. Nice kick by Sammy Stone, and now he's back to kick off. Practicing before the game, he was. Taking it from the 10-yard line. He's got some room. He's got some room. Only the kicker to beat. Jukes him out, but here comes a defender from the back, and a nice kick return there by, that was Michael Nunez, the running back, linebacker, and punter. Very nice job by him. And now the Cardinals looking to do something here, but a flag on the field. I did not notice that, and this one should be coming back, unfortunately. You can see all the Cardinals running back. So a little bit of a big carry for nothing, but you often see, even in the NFL, big returns, and they'll come on right on back because somebody got blocked in the back, and that was what created the hole for the returner to get all the way out there. It's getting a little dark here in my booth. I see a light source. I don't see a light switch. So I will be right back trying to get that figured out so that I can see my papers. Hi folks, I am back, and I looked up at this light here. It's one singular light in this booth. And it doesn't look like there's any wiring connected to it. And there's no switch. So I sit here in darkness and try to give the best broadcast that I can. So it looks like the call was holding, and they're going to spot this, I think, at the spot of the foul and then move it back more. So forget good field position and making some differences for the Cardinals. They are sitting back there at the 11-yard line, their own 11. Now 3 in the backfield. This is a pitch with some blockers. And he gets outside, and he's going to lower the shoulder. That's Nunez. Actually, number 3. Is that a 2 or a 3? It looks like a 3, so I'm going to say that is Enrique Castillo. Once again, a little hard to see the numbers. I know for a fact on this camera you cannot see the numbers well. I can barely see them, and I have 20/25 vision, I think it was. So now I'm going to take the same 3 backers and the same play, a pitch to the side, the other side, and this time he's going to shed off, get a few more yards. And good recognition by the Southside Cardinals head coach. He saw that play worked, but he ended up on the running back ended up out of bounds. So this time he took it to the other side and ran it out for some yards. Still no first down though for the Cardinals. And as this, actually let's listen in here to our PA of St. Michael's.
Officer, Maddie Williams.
So anyway, that's what
Spirit Officer, Summerlin Babineau.
it wouldn't be on any book.
Service Officer, Georgia Hernandez.
Probably more special.
Co-Captain, Evelyn Fusilier. And Captain, Emily Gonzalez. And the varsity cheerleader of the week is Molly Ryan. Please direct our attention to the sideline for a cheer from the St. Louis cheer squad.
So to recap what we've seen so far as the Cardinals get ready to take, Crusaders up 10-0, throwing the ball well and playing great defense, really not letting the Cardinals get anything as the Cardinals are in that three-back position again, this time a handoff up the middle, and there is the Cardinals' first down. They've had some drop passes. Their offense just has not gotten going. And now with 12 minutes in the second quarter, they'll look to change that now. See what formation they line up in again. Senior Richard Torres having an okay night, just his receivers aren't making the plays for him. And here's a little shovel to his running back. That would be number 2, Nunez. Bit of a powerhouse. He had that great kickoff return that got taken all the way back for a penalty holding. Started out their own 11. Now they're up here to about midfield. We are going on 42 minutes here of this Friday night stream. Cardinals down by 10. As the quarterback hands it off to Nunez again. Nunez going to trudge forward and get that first down. So the coaches on the Cardinals have clearly seen the pass game was not working, and now they are just going all run game. No passes yet this drive. Now they're going to line up a tight formation. No receivers, or one receiver out wide to his left. Torres rolls back, deep roll back again. Now he's going to look to scramble, and now he's got some space. He's going to make a move on 33, and he gets the first down. Torres, one of his first scrambles, still keeping it on the ground here. That was a design pass play, but nice blocking by the offensive line of the Cardinals, and he gets some yards there. That's, as our PA said, number 8, Kalen Jarzewski, Jr. So receiver in motion, fake the jet sweep, and he's going to fire it out, and another miscue from the Cardinals offense. They cannot get anything going in the passing game. Coaches have to be frustrated right now.
Bring up second down.
That one from Torres was a little high on his receiver, David Tovar. Tried for the one-handed grab, but couldn't bring it in. Torres, 6'6". He's got a great arm, but just not putting it on display tonight. As he steps back, big drop back again, fires across, and another drop by the Cardinals. Now this is just getting embarrassing. You'd think they haven't run a pass play all year in practice. And I know they have. They got that game 62-14. That was not all runs, I promise you that. Really, they are just missing out on plays, big plays from these drops by the receivers. They're not going to want to pass it again after this. They might run it all game. The St. Michael's defense has done a good job against the run so far, but it started to break open this drive. And this one's going to be a short pass. Number 3, Enrique Castillo brings it down. No drop this time.
Tackled by Nathan Smith and Marcus Vondra. Bring up fourth down.
Fourth down here, they got to be thinking about going for it in their own territory, or in St. Michael's territory, at about the 32. Definitely a chance to put some points on the board here. And it looks like they're bringing the punt team out. No one back to return for Crusaders. But I just feel like this could be a fake, absolutely. And I think Jeff Dykes recognizes that. Coach Dykes has got no one back, and it is a fake. Called it, and they get him in the backfield. Stopped again. A very seemingly obvious fake for both me and Coach Dykes, as he called it perfectly. Lines no one up, and I feel like the Cardinals should have just called it off right there when they saw no one back. Everybody lined up on defense, and the Crusaders just not fooled there. Direct snap to the running back. That was number 3 again, Enrique Castillo, and not really his fault. Not much he could do there. Just terrible play calling from the Cardinals. They're still down 10-0 now. We've got 9 minutes left in the second half. Rolling right along now. Kruger with no one in the backfield. Oh, he will bring Pantoja in the jet sweep, and he's got Romero. Romero having a good game. Last game he played good, but did not show everything he's got. This game definitely showing what he's got. Quite a few receptions on this game. Quite a few yards as well. And the Crusaders receivers, that would be Joseph Moreland, Xander Romero, Drew Tufto, and Jack Esparza, showing the exact opposite of the Cardinals. They are showing great hands, great skill. You know they've practiced this a lot. And all juniors and seniors showing their experience. And this is a quick pass over to Moreland. Moreland looked like he was accelerating there, but tries to put a juke on it and still gets the first down, but not much after. So, Coach Dykes has his Crusaders back to methodic passing here, just rolling down the field inch by inch. Kruger putting some good place passes. This one looks like it might be a run, and it is. Pantoja up the middle. He had a nice game last time out, even in the loss. 8 carries, 88 yards, and 1 touchdown. He opened it up with the first play of the game for about a 40-yard run. Very similar to how the game started this week with 2 plays and a touchdown. Last week it started 1 play and a touchdown. No touchdown since for any team. It's the opening minutes of the first quarter. Malachi Smith switches sides. Kruger claps and a handoff. Smith got some running room. He's going to get himself a first down out across the 35-yard line. And the Crusaders are rolling right now, looking very confident out there on offense. They know their defense has their back. Everyone looked very hyped up after the stop on 4th down. Oh, and it is going to be 3rd and inches for the Crusaders. We'll see what they call now. The 2 runs, 1st and 2nd down. Have to wonder. I'm thinking a run play or maybe a screen pass here. Can't imagine they take anything deep. But you never know. Coach Dykes very extravagant with his plays. That's not the word I'm looking for, but and here's a fake, and it is a screen pass and dropped by Romero. And I feel bad. I might have sportscaster done a broadcast jinx on there because I just said he's having a great game and now he drops an easy catch. So apologize for all the Crusader fans watching. I have to feel like I take some of the blame. And now 4th and inches. They are going to go for it, and why not? Extend their lead. 17-0 would sure look good on the scorecard going into the half. And a handoff. Smith jukes someone and rolls forward. Let's see where they spot it. Looks like they're going to spot it short. Malachi Smith got tripped up there, and they might have needed, and it looks like the defense and offense are switching sides. They might have needed Pantoja in there. Malachi Smith, a backup running back. Pantoja, just really strong built running back. He will push it forward when he needs to. Smith more of the speedster, but they tried to run a quick one on them and did not get past it. So both teams with back-to-back, or both teams go back-to-back in fourth down turnovers. Quick throw here, and this one's caught. That's Torres to Castillo. And Castillo so far is, I think, the only receiver who's caught a pass so far. Very upsetting for the staff over on the Southside Cardinal roster. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in so far. I appreciate your views and watching. Hoping to get this up in popularity and just keep doing what I'm doing. I love what I'm doing. Here's a handoff to Nunez. Nunez gets it out to the 48-yard line. Give him a gain of 8. And now it's 3rd down and 2.
Bring up 3rd and 3.
So 10-0 is the Crusader lead with 5 minutes left in the second quarter. And a little flick over to the running back, Nunez, and he gets a good gain there. So far, it's been all the running game for the Cardinals, none of the passing. The passing has been, passing yards very short. Lots of drops for them tonight, and the running game has just been working it downfield. Short gains, nothing really big for them yet, but definitely getting the yards they need, but still a big old 0 on the board for the Cardinals. Fake handoff, the drop back, across the middle, line pass, and this one's caught, and he's got some room to work, still on his feet, makes a bad miss, and he's going to go down there, and there's the first big passing play for the Cardinals. Number 6, Isaiah Moreno, making a great play there. Yes, Moreno, he is a junior. And that was a nice bullet pass by Torres. He shows a similar arm to Kruger. As here's the pitch again with 3 in the backfield. Nunez swallowed up this time. Nice play by the Crusader defense on the tackle there. Number 13, Drew Tufto, and a few others in the front lines for the Crusaders. Vondrak as well, as you hear our PA say. Three in the backfield again. This formation has been working great for the Cardinals, and here's the fake here. Tricky play here, and plenty of time for the quarterback, and he's got a man in the corner, and he taps the feet. That's a touchdown, Cardinals. What a pass by Torres. He had all day back there, and on the run, hits his man in the corner for the touchdown, and now it'll be 6-10, a similar score to last week for them. But the Cardinals hoping it doesn't end the same way, especially with the field goal unit coming on the field here to add on the extra point and make it not 6-10, make it 7-10. Oh, almost blocked, but this is just a line drive kick, and it is no good. Yes, they've missed it again. All up in his face was the Crusader defense, almost blocked, and this one goes wide right. So, do we call it a repeat? 10-6 here. It's only the second quarter, but shades of last week for the Cardinals, unfortunately, for them. Nice drive there, and sometimes will be undermined by a bad field goal kick. We saw some of that yesterday from the Dallas Cowboys. Greg Zerloin missed 3 kicks yesterday. 1 extra point. It was 13-14. And he missed the extra point after a good drive. Cowboys fans disappointed after that. And of course, it came down to a 2-point game in the end. So 3 field goals missed. Of course, one was from 60 yards. So can't blame them for missing that. But a 34-yarder and an extra point and they would have come away with the win. But as my dad always says, coulda, shoulda, woulda. You never know what would have happened, how the game would have changed with those field goals, but it ended how it ended, and the Cowboys dropped to 0-1. Bucks, former previous Super Bowl champions, go to 1-0. Brady getting his win, threw for 4 touchdowns. Anyway, it's not about NFL. We're here in Austin, Texas at St. Michael's Catholic Academy, and we've got a ball game on our hands. 6-10 is the score. Moreno to kick off. Number 6. Just won a nice kick out to the 15. Malachi Smith to return. He's got some speed, got some blocks, makes a man miss, cutting to the outside. Good return there. Out to the 37. And the Crusaders will look to open up this lead now. Only up by 4 points. Still a field goal ahead. A field goal and 1 point. You could say a field goal and a, what would it be, a safety on a blocked field goal? I'm not sure. I've seen one time a play that results in 1 point. Not often do you see it in football. Very rare. But so if the Crusaders can get this out to 13-6, they'll have a 7-point lead. That'll be a score lead, touchdown lead. But a touchdown is what they're looking for, and this one is tipped and picked off. Oh my goodness, receivers were just miscommunicating there, and that'll be the kicker and the receiver. Number 6, Isaiah Moreno, gets the tip right to him, and Cardinals get the ball right back and looking to make some damage here to the Crusaders. Just miscommunication between Kruger and his receivers. Ball tipped up, and Moreno comes down with it. I apologize for my pauses on the roster. It's very dark in here, and I cannot see that well on my rosters. So trying to look at the names quickly and get that name for you. A step back. He's got his man. A little bit of backwards progress, and he'll get this out for a 5-yard gain. Torres connects with the man who just got the interception, Moreno. Moreno, this second quarter has been very good with it for him. Some nice kicks, except nice kickoff, a nice interception, and a few nice catches for him as he goes out. I sure hope I am right about that number. I heard our PA saying number 8, and that jersey does look an awful lot like number 8, but I believe it's number 6. At least I hope. Low snap and the read option there. Fake run, and this one goes out. Nunez, a nice run there, and he's showing his power in the running game. A little pitch back to him as Torres fakes the run, and Nunez takes it all the way out into the red zone to the 10-yard line. He's got some speed. He's got that small frame, same as Romero and Malachi Smith.
First down, Crusader, 11 yards.
He ducked under a few tackles there to get out to where they spotted it. So the big thing going around campus today, from what I heard, was that the passing game was going to be incredible. Torres, 6'6", senior quarterback, they said he can throw it 60 yards from sitting down. Well, look what is dominating the Cardinals' offense right now. It's the run game. And you have to think it's because of the dropped passes, but we still haven't seen that many deep throws. Crusaders have had 1 or 2. I think they've had 3. 1 resulted in a big catch. But the Cardinals have had none, and a lot of drops on short passes, but no big fly routes or anything. As Torres goes to get the play, and you don't see much of that from the Crusaders. Looks like the Cardinals are still working along with their offense, trying to get it going. Maybe a little bit of not a lot of experience. Still a little bit of rookies to this offense as quarterback rolls out, looking for a man, and it is picked off in the end zone. So they go pick and pick, and that is number 33. That's going to be Lincoln Obermeyer, a senior here at St. Michael's. Catches it in the end zone, and that was just a dangerous pass there by Torres. Had no one open, had all the time in the world again, fires it straight to the middle linebacker, Obermeyer, who was just lurking in the end zone right there. And that's what they do sometimes. They go out in that zone route. Only a few receivers running deep there in the end zone, and he threw it in between 3 Crusaders. Honestly, any Crusader could have come down with it, but it was Obermeyer. Makes a great play. Maybe should have taken the knee, but who am I to judge? He takes it out, get a little bit of cardio in, and now Crusaders will set up shop on the 5-yard line. Coover takes the snap. Here's the fake. He's got Moreland. And a nice catch there. Hit him square in the chest right as the defender hits him. And Moreland keeps that ball in. Good hands there. Gets a first down. So with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left, I'd say the Crusaders are trying to go down and just get any points on the board here. And go into halftime with a touchdown lead at the very least. Coover looking across the middle. This ball pops out of the hands of Tufto. I'm sorry, Esparza. That ball had some heat on it. One of the drawbacks of having a very powerful quarterback, but throwing these short routes. Sometimes it will have a little bit too much heat on it, although that looked like a good throw. Can't be mad at Coover for that. Just mishandled by Tufto. Coover, the delayed handoff. Pantoja just tucking it and running, trying to get a few yards. Flipped over there on the tackle by, I believe the closest was Elijah Solis out there. So Malachi Smith in at running back, going to start on Coover's right side. 3 wide receivers out to the right, 1 to the left, all tucked in very close. Trips right is what we're going to see. Coover rolls out to the right, dodges a man. Here's the throw. He's got Romero, and Romero lets that ball slip out, unfortunately. Good throw on the run by Coover. Romero just can't bring it in. And you'll see a lot of this in high school football, just a lot of inexperience. They do practice a lot, but being at this age, it is not easy. You see even NFL players and college players drop balls, so you're destined to see it here at the high school level. Maybe not quite as much, maybe at a 6A school, bigger schools, but still, sloppy play is all over, even in the NFL. And just that inexperience for the younger kids, younger ages, will have them not getting the ball. As this ball bounces up and taken in by number 8, Brian Guillen. Weird play there. I don't know if his coaches wanted him touching that ball as it pops straight up, but he does, and pretty much marked down the same if a Crusader had touched the ball. 1:15 left in the second quarter. The Crusaders winning 10-6. They did not drive down and get the points that they needed there. Still the lead, but if the Cardinals can roll down and score, that will certainly put the pressure on the Crusaders coming back next quarter. Torres steps back, avoiding traffic. On the run, he's got a man and dropped again. My goodness. Torres looking very good in this first quarter. He put that in heavy coverage against Moreland. He put that right on the hands of Castillo, who is a senior, but Castillo drops it. And you have to think head coach of the Cardinals will address all this dropping in practice. Next practice they have, because there are some serious yards that could have been gained from all these drops. That one, just have to admire that pass on a nice tight spiral on the run by the 6'6". Torres, Richard Torres, senior quarterback, just dropped again by these receivers. They're going to want to run it a lot, as this a big drop back once again by Torres. And this one broken up by Moreland. Moreland, very tall cornerback, very tall receiver for his age. Makes a good play there, knocks it away, and now they've got third down in 10. little over a minute left in the second quarter. Crusaders would be happy to get the ball back now. Torres going to try to lead his team to first a first down and then a touchdown or field goal with 1:03 left on the clock. Drops back, looks back across his body, going to throw this over, and that's not going to be a good pass. Very opposite to that pass he threw just a play ago. Hard pass though, rolling out right, throwing across his body, and this one gets away, and it's going to be fourth down. So still really nothing going for the Cardinals besides that first touchdown, where they really showed some good play, but the drops are hurting them. They had that nice throw earlier, a few plays ago, to Castillo. A big first down would have gotten them across midfield, but the drop by him, and they're going to have to punt it away here. This is a nice lined punt. Romero to return. He's got some blockers, and he's going to get up to about the 28-yard line here. Crusaders 47 seconds at the 30. Man, I thought that was a nice coincidence. Our PA just said 47-yard line, but that was not true. They are at about the 28, as I just said to myself. So sometimes I speak without thinking. I don't hear myself, or maybe I don't absolutely concentrate on what I'm saying. I'm just speaking what comes straight into my mind. So I had just said the 28-yard line, instantly forgot that. But they are at the 28-yard line. Cruver going to try to show a little bit different play for his team than the past few drives as he airs this one out. He's got a man and overthrown again. My goodness. Romero on that fly route. He has him wide open every time, and it's just a little too much. Now, not easy to thread the needle there. Put the ball right in his hands. We've seen Cruver do it, but tough to gauge that distance. I mean, we see it from the very best Tom Brady and high-level quarterbacks, but Cruver is not Tom Brady. We are in high school, private school TAPS football, so missed throws can happen, mistakes can happen, and they would have liked to have that one back, I bet. But it'll be okay. Still only second down and 10. Still a chance to make a big play here. I like the call by Jeff Dykes here, trying to send him downfield. He knows he's got a quick man with solid hands down the field. And there, the play choice, the design was great. The only flaw was in the players, which coaches can't really account for. So, miscue there for St. Michael's, but still not bad. It happens, always. So we're approaching 1:08 here on our stream. Or I'm sorry. Oh my goodness, 1 hour and 8 minutes. Yes, no, it has not been 1 minute and 8 seconds. It's been a whole lot longer than that I've been talking straight for a minute or an hour. I almost said it again. I've been talking for an hour and 8 minutes straight. Not tired yet. I don't think I will be. If you'd like to email in and have your question answered out here, just email joshthar05@gmail.com. I'd love to read your email and answer your questions or feature your email on the show. And here comes the blitz. Nice job to get it away. Malachi Smith shakes off a tackler there. All around good play by the Crusaders. Carson Cruver sent way back with the blitz. Hits Malachi Smith, and Smith shakes off a tackle and gets a few yards. But third down here. Clock is rolling with 20 seconds here, and Coach Dykes may just let it go into the second half here, let the second quarter expire. And it looks like that's just what he's going to do. They may try to get one play off, but are they going to risk it? And only a few people going deep. He's got Romero trying to get into field goal range. Nothing doing there. And the second quarter will end. The final score here of the second quarter, or first half, the final score of the first half is the Crusaders 10 and the Southside Cardinals 6. Very similar score to their previous game against Somerset on September 3rd. Some highlights today. In the second play, we had Joe Moreland go for about a 40-yard passing touchdown. And then, of course, a good drive in the second quarter here, and Sammy Stone with the long 25-yard kick. And then for the Cardinals, they get 6 points with a nice play into the corner of the end zone. First passing touchdown this game for Torres. And we've seen a lot of drops from the Cardinals. It'll be the story for them if they lose this. And they will definitely bring it into practice coming up. But for now, we'll take you into halftime. I will be back for the second half. But we leave it here, the score. Crusaders 10, Cardinals 6.